What are the top 10 best-selling manga of 2021? Let's begin with the number 10, HAIKYU. Even though it ended a year and a half ago, HAIKYU still sold 4.34 million copies, and it's clear to see at this point that HAIKYU is the biggest sports manga of the decade. However, it seems like this will be the last year of HAIKYU in this list. At number 9 comes Kingdom with 4.6 million copies, which means that the manga had a big fall from last year, when it sold more than 8 million copies. This drastic decline happened because in this year Kingdom had only 3 new volumes instead of 4 as usual. But even with a 4th volume, Kingdom won't get even close to selling 8 million copies. So it seems like the Kingdom manga really is having a decline in manga sales. However, the manga and anime is still very popular in Japan, while the 4th season of the anime will come out in spring 2022. After the announcement of its new anime, Spy Family manga jumped in sales and sold 5 million copies this year in Japan. This is the second year of Spy Family in the top 10 list, and as a relatively new manga with a soon and coming anime, it's clear to see that Spy Family will become one of the biggest manga in the near future. And in my opinion, Spy Family will sell next year at least 10 million more copies. Even though Chainsaw Man manga ended a year ago, it sold 5.2 million copies. The manga of Chainsaw Man will return in the future, and we all know by now that when the anime will come out, Chainsaw Man will definitely become, just like Spy Family, one of the greatest manga of all time. This is by far the worst year in manga sales for One Piece in the last 15 years. Selling 7 million copies in Japan in 1 year is beyond great, but seeing the decline of One Piece in Japan when even episode 1000, after all the publicity it got with the new opening and the announcement of a Shanks movie, still didn't get a higher than usual ratings, it seems like at least in Japan One Piece just doesn't pull new audience anymore. But at least outside of Japan, One Piece is still going stronger than ever. At number 5 we have My Hero Academia that sold 20,000 more copies than One Piece. Therefore, I can officially say that 2021 was the biggest year of My Hero Academia. The anime was popular more than ever, the new movie was also the biggest movie of this show yet, and of course the manga this year sold more copies than ever. It's clear to see that My Hero Academia is one of the leading shonen series of this decade. However, it still didn't have the success of the next manga in this list. 8 months ago, Attack on Titan manga has ended, and after many years of decline, finally it sold more than 7 million copies. This might be the last year of Attack on Titan in this list, but at least we can comfort with the fact that the anime will be back at the beginning of 2022. And now, let's give a round of applause to the biggest breaking series of this year, Tokyo Revengers. Since its anime debut, Tokyo Revengers for weeks was the biggest selling manga in Japan, until it achieved the 3rd place after selling 25 million copies in Japan alone. As a fan of this show who read the manga, I've gotta say this series is going to be talked about for many years to come, just like the manga that came in the 2nd place. Even though the manga ended a year and a half ago, it seems that Demon Slayer just doesn't stop after selling almost 30 million copies. I mean, it's not a secret that Demon Slayer is one of Japan's biggest series, but now when season 2 came out, it seems that even in the next year, Demon Slayer will still be in the top 10 best-selling manga list. Just like the manga that came in the 1st place and became the new king of shonen, JUJUTSU Kaisen. It sold 31 million copies this year, became the 39th best-selling manga of all time, its anime that came out at the end of last year was watched around the world, and its new movie might enter the list of top 5 highest grossing anime films of all time. Or at least that's my opinion. Jujutsu Kaisen is clearly going big, and to see 3 manga topping the 20 million copies mark at the same year is just insane. I'm so proud of the 3 of them and clearly want to see what will be waiting for us in the next year, though Jujutsu Kaisen might end in the next 2 years.